All right, well, hi again, everybody. Back with Kyle's beer review. Beer reviews with Kyle, Great American Craft Beers. Friday night here, folks. It's remnants of Harvey here. Really hard to say what's disbelief of what we're getting rain from what the great flood in Houston. And I will tell my grandkids about this if I'm lucky enough to have kids. I'm probably not going to have kids, but that's a different story. But this is historical, and to see the remnants of this is crazy. So stay dry out there. Pray for Texas, and really just our hearts and souls with them. But anyway, back to tonight. We have another great beer. My good friend Steve Mike Sell delivered this. This is a beer from the Shirley Brewing Company in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Todd the Axeman. Look at this. Todd the Axeman India Pale Ale, Shirley Brewing out of Minneapolis. Heard great things about this beer, the Shirley Brewing Company. He got me some Topping Goliath, so I'm going to do later as well. Cannot get this in Ohio, folks. And reading IPA, just Shirley in general. I mean, they had the Darkness Stout and this the Todd the Axeman. Great company. Let's get into this. It's an IPA. Love the logo. That Axeman logo. It's got that sawtooth logo there. Tremendous beer. It says pick up an axe. This bright IPA has hop characters as intense as a thrash metal guitar. A background of golden promise. Malt cleaves throughout the citrus notes, created by massive amounts of citra and mosaic hops. Pour this in a tulip glass and let the aromas and flavors assault your senses. This beer is named in honor of Shirley's original brewer and metal guitarist Todd Hogg, who created this beer in collaboration with Immigrant Brewhouse in Denmark. Cheers. Shirley Brewing, brewed and canned, Minneapolis, Minnesota. It checks in at 7.2% by volume. Again, I'm not sure what the IBUs are on this, but boy, I tell you what. Social media raves about this beer. Beer advocate, anything Shirley makes. I mean, top brewery in Minnesota, hands down, that's not debatable. But maybe in the Midwest. I mean, we were talking, had a guy, buddy of mine that lived in Illinois, and he was saying Shirley is as good as Founders, as good as Bell's. He said, as good as New Glarus in that upper Midwest, Great Lakes even perhaps, in that upper Midwest brewery. So let's go ahead and get it open and get going. Friday night, I've had 3 already. Dogfish Head Pumpkin, a couple of 50 West. A golden pale ale with a caramel malt, which was actually decent, in their Oktoberfest, which was solid. No Sam Adams, but drinkable. I mean, it was actually decent. Now let's go and get a pour on the Shirley Brewing Company Todd the Axeman. Let's get a pour and get a nose. Cheers. 16-ounce can here, so we're not going to get the full thing in there. But, yeah, so much. I mean, it's always just great to try a new brewery, a beer, especially never having a beer from this company. I mean, that's what's cool. I've never had a beer from Shirley or Topping Goliath. And me being the beer nerd, not that I am, the nerd that I am. Oh my God, already getting the tropical aromas. I am not even putting this. I mean, there's a pour there. Look at that carbonation, folks. Look at that color. My goodness. It's typical IPA smell. I mean, you get the citrus, some mosaic hop smell, but the fruit in this. I mean, look at the carbonation. I just rinsed this glass, but look at this carbonation. My goodness, 7.2%. I want to say, I want to take a quick moment of silence here for all those involved in Hurricane Harvey, Texas, Louisiana. Just a quick moment here. And there you go. I'll probably do that throughout the night. That the devastation and the havoc that's wreaked. I mean, I really don't think people realize how bad this is. I mean, I think it is going to be the worst disaster in United States history. Not that Katrina was not bad, and it was disgusting as well, but I think the magnitude of Houston, and not even just Houston, I mean, Houston alone, but Galveston, 115,000 people, no water, completely submerged. Beaumont, 100,000 people. I mean, there's 300,000 or 400,000 people outside of Houston. And then you got towns of Port Arthur that are completely submerged. We saw Katy, Texas, underwater. I mean, homes, cars. I mean, we're talking 7-8 feet. Let's get away from that disaster. And God be with their souls and their family. And it's starting to crest. Most rivers will crest tomorrow. I know a number of rivers had crested. But back to the beer. The Shirley Todd the Axeman. Let's thank the brewers at Shirley. I've not had this, but thinking good thoughts. And hopefully the hype is there. And cheers to everyone watching. Friday night, baby. Let's go try it tonight. Beat up that Northmont Thunderbolt ass. Cheers. Good IPA. Very not happy. Good IPA. A good tropical aroma. Good tropical fruit. There's definitely some citrus. A little bit of mosaic on the back end. I think the citrus notes. The citrus notes is the predominant feature in this beer. And again, it could be because I've had several other beers. This is really good, fruity. But I'm gonna say right now, this does not stand out to me. I mean, this is very good. I'm hyped. I think it's a great beer. Pour the rest of that in the bottle there. It's a good beer. I mean, I would recommend it, and I say it's good. But this is not. This does not. I drink this, and I think it's good. And I think it's. I love it, and I think it's a nice beer. But nothing to me is really standing out with this. It's nothing. It's not blowing me away. It's good. I think I'm gonna rate it an A, but I don't. Because I guess because people in Minnesota, I guess because I've had so many other IPAs and similar styles, and I guess it is kind of the same with craft beer. It says market's flooded. This is a good beer. I mean, I would probably an upper beer, echelon beer, good fruit flavor. I'm gonna get another sip of this. Upper echelon fruit flavor. It's a nice beer. I mean, I'm not knocking that at all, but boy, that's so smooth, though. I mean, I will say this: a 7.2, but that is so smooth. Yeah, this is the kind of IPA I like because it has the Citra up front, and I'm not usually crazy about Citra hops, but the Mosaic hops balance set. This is a really good beer. Now you get a second sip of that, it's going on your palate. It's so smooth, not hoppy, really good passion fruit in there. Some mango. It's a good IPA. I'm gonna say it's an A, but I'm not gonna say it's wowing me. I like it, but I don't want to say wow. So I'm gonna say an A. I know, hopefully. I don't know if I'm going to offend anybody. It's an A beer, a good beer. But to me, it's nothing that, oh my God. I mean, I would recommend this beer. It's not in our market, so I would not say. If you go to Minneapolis, go to Shirley and try this. Or if you're in the Midwest, say you're in Indiana, Illinois, somewhere that has Shirley Brewing, maybe try this. But this is not one that if you're a craft beer nerd, to me, that you have to have. To me, stouts are more subtle than IPAs anyway. And I like it. Again, that means it's not the biggest IPA guy. I'm getting into them. I'm trying. I'm open-minded. But I'm more of a stout porter guy, and an Oktoberfest amber, But to me, this is a good IPA, and I would recommend it in that area. But I would not say anybody here go nuts and try to get this. But it's an A beer. I've rambled too long, folks. We'll be back with some more Shirley and some Topping Goliath. It's a good beer, folks. An A beer. Cheers to Shirley, and cheers to everyone watching. Thank you so much. Later.